Guys, back again. Right, just flick the kettle on. I've got my apple pies. There we go. Selfie stick sorted. There we go. Right, apple pies. My two boys are hovering. They've had their bit of crust. Turn that light out. That's better. Don't need this one on as well. We're going to sit in the front room. There we go. Right, we're in. Oh, lovely. Let me have a sit down, guys. Oh, that's better. Oh, it's been a good shopping trip, really good. In and out really quickly again. Wasn't many people in the car park, so that was lovely. Parked straight away, straight in the shop. Right, if I just put the stand together so I can stand it on the table for you guys. Here we go. Oh, I might slide it down a little bit. It's a bit high, isn't it? There you go. How's that? Is that better? There you go. Yeah. Oh, right. We're done. It's a Friday evening. I'll take my shoes off, I'll get my feet up. I like to cuddle up on the sofa, always get my legs up, cuddle up. Right, here we go, guys. Oh, that's lovely. Right, got home, I was home a little bit late tonight. I got stuck on a job at work. It was a waiting customer and the job grew from a small service to a big service, and there was a recall as well. And I got pulled into the recall. But I got it done, but I was a little bit late leaving. I didn't leave till about quarter to 5. I usually finish at 4:30, so I was a little bit later, but not too much. So I got home late. I nipped up to Tesco's to pick up a package at the postal locker. So I went up there and then came home after that. That was en route, if you like. So I got that, and that's this. This is what I picked up from the postal locker, and it's a new top. And it's one of my vintage buys, and it was £2. So yes, I got that. Came home, I fed my boys, I had my dinner, then had a cup of tea. Been upstairs, had a shave and a shower, got myself changed, straight out to Aldi, and I've got everything I need. I've gone salady. At last, I've been able to go and buy some salads. So yes, I've filled my fridge up with salad items. So I'll be on salads after this. So fantastic. A couple of things happened at work today to do with the other workers, and it was right at the end of the day, and I was in a rush to leave because I was late, and I went into the washroom or the toilets to wash my hands, and one of the other techs was still in there, and he said, "Cool," he said, "You're late." He said, "What are you doing here so late?" I said, "I got stuck on this job." He said, "Well, what's April up to this weekend?" And that's the first time they've actually mentioned my name. And I said, well, she's going to see her friend Peter on Sunday. I said, but she hasn't got much arranged for the rest of the weekend. And so that was lovely to actually hear him mention my name. So that was great. It's the first time anybody's actually mentioned my name. And so I disappeared into the workshop to lock my tools up and get my tuck box. And my water bottle was empty, and I wanted to have a drink on the way home in the van. So I thought, I'll go and fill it up in the washroom again, go and fill it up under the tap. So I go in there to fill it up, and he's still in there washing his hands. And he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Just need to fill this up so I can have a drink." He said, "If you go into the reception area," he said, "right at the end by the coffee machine, there's a cold water dispenser." He said, "Fill it up there." He said, "It's really nice." So I said, "Oh, good." So I shot into the reception. I walked past all the receptionists, went to the end and filled up my cup full of cold water. It was ice cold, it was really nice. And then when I walked back to the desk, as I was walking past the desk, the lady assistant service manager, she was coming my way, and she said, "I suppose you're going to be putting a dress on when you go home." And I said, "I might be." And she said, "I don't do dresses." I said, "Well, I've got loads of dresses." She said, "Oh, I haven't." She said, I don't tend to do dresses. And I went, "Oh," I said, "Well, I've probably got more dresses than you have then." So that was lovely. That was 2 members of staff in a roundabout way mentioned April. So that was really nice. So that made me chuckle. I was chuckling in the van when I got in the van. That was really nice. So I've had some fantastic messages of all my subscribers. I put a message on there about hair extensions. Now, I used to work with a young lady at this garage at Cambridge, and she had short hair. When she started, she had short hair. And I went into the reception, this is a couple of years ago this happened. I went into the reception one morning, and she was already sat at a desk, and her hair was really long. And I did a double take, and I thought, "Oh, who's that?" And then I looked, and I thought, "Oh, she's got long hair." And when I stood behind her, you could see these little, what I'd call like little bullets in the hair, with the hair coming out of the bullets, and they're like little clamps, I suppose, that clamp the hair to your hair. And you could see them like little beads. They looked like little beads up in the hair. They weren't obvious. They were the same colour as her hair, so they didn't stick out. But she'd got hair extensions in. That's the first time I'd ever seen anybody with clipped-on hair extensions, and it looked really nice. And so I mentioned yesterday on one of my messages that yeah, I was interested in hair extensions. Well, I've had a raft of people giving me information on it. It's really nice. So thank you, all those who have sent me messages about hair extensions. Thank you very, very much. That was really good. So yes, I'll have a look into that, and I'll do a bit of research, because I was toying with the idea of it'll probably have to be next year now, because I haven't got enough holiday left this year. I've already booked my holiday up. So next year, what I might do is I might see if I can't get myself some breast enlargement surgery, guys. And if I have a couple of weeks off for that, I'm hoping 2 weeks will be enough, then maybe I can get hair extension put in at the same time, so then I can come back with a full head of hair and some breasts. That'd be an interesting one, won't it? So I'm going to look into that. I think that's really a good idea. So I haven't done it yet, but I was just thinking about it today, and I thought that'd be so good to do that. So cool to go away with my short. Well, my hair's getting quite long. I'll say it's short. It comes down to the bottom of my neck now, but at the back, the sides probably comes down to about there. But at the back, it's a little bit longer, and it comes right down to the back of my neck, almost between my shoulder blades. So it is getting longer, but I'd love to have long hair. And it would thicken it up if I put extensions in. It would thicken it up, and I could put a colour in I like that gorgeous wig I had upstairs that I said I'd like to resurrect if I could. I love the colours in that. That'd be fantastic if I could get hair extensions in to mimic that colour. That'd be marvellous. Yeah. Watch this space. We'll see what happens. Anyway. Yeah. I've got my apple pies. And somebody also mentioned to me, do you only eat apple pies? Well, no, I do eat other things as well. But I always have supper. I always have supper in an evening. It's something I've always done. I come back from work, I put my dinner on, and then I'll sit down in the front room here where I am now, and I'll have a cup of tea and a Mars bar. Okay, and then by the time I've finished that, the kitchen, I can hear the buzzer go off in the kitchen, so I go through and dish my dinner up, come back in here and have my dinner, and then after that I'll go upstairs and have my shower. That's how I've been doing it. But in the evening, I always have supper. I've always done this for years. I've always had supper. It doesn't have to be apple pies, but they're a nice, easy one to prepare. I pre-buy the apple pies and the custard, and I keep them in the fridge, so everything's nice and cold. So yes, but I do push the boat out and have mince pies at Christmas. Anyway, right, I'm going to sign out for the moment. I'm going to load all these videos. I'm going to eat my apple pies, and then we can have another chat after that, okay? Right, if I can find the remote, which I haven't got, it's on the stick still. So I've got to lean forward and turn that off, but I shall have a word with you guys later, okay? Right, bye.